signs and wonders. You are higher than the highest. You are bigger than the biggest. You are better than the best. Thank you, Jesus. In Jesus' name we pray. Let somebody shout hallelujah. How many of us is here to praise the Almighty God? Amen. Please, we are going to do it together. We need your cooperation. We need to clap our hands together. Amen. Almighty God, all powerful God, Almighty God, all powerful God, you are worthy to receive all our praise. You reign forever, Almighty God, Almighty God, all powerful God, Almighty God, all powerful. You are worthy to receive all our praise. You reign forevermore. Almighty God, Almighty God, all powerful God, Almighty God, all powerful. You are worthy to receive all our praise. Oh yeah, you reign forevermore. Yes, you reign forevermore. Oh Lord, you reign forevermore. Oh yeah, you reign forevermore. Hallelujah, you reign forevermore. Almighty God, Almighty God, all powerful God, Almighty God, all powerful. Oh yeah, you are worthy to receive all our praise. You reign forevermore. Joyce. Jehovah reign. He reigns. Jehovah reign. He reigns. Jehovah reign. He reigns. Jehovah reigns. Oh yeah, you are lifted up above all that. Oh yeah, you are lifted up above all that. Oh, you are lifted up and lifted up above all that. Above. Oh yeah, you are lifted up. Oh yeah, Jehovah reign. Jehovah reign. Jehovah reign. Jehovah reign. Oh, you are lifted up. You are lifted up. Yeah, you are lifted up and lifted up. Joyce, the eternal rock of ages. Eternal rock of ages. Oh Lord, I worship you, I adore you. Eternal rock of ages. Eternal rock of ages. Eternal rock of ages. Eternal rock of ages. Oh Lord, I worship you, I adore you. Eternal rock of ages. 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 Oh Lord, I worship you, I adore you. Eternal rock of ages. 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 Father, to you, be honor to you, Jehovah, to you, be honor. and adoration forever. Jesus, to you, thank you, Jesus. Only you, be all the glory to you, be all the glory and adoration forever. Nice, Father, to you, to you, Jesus, to you, and adoration forever. Omega to you, to you. Thank you, Jesus. Worship Him here to you. And adoration forever. Nice. I say lifted, I am lifted by you. Hallelujah. I will sing my sorrow into the presence of God. Are you lifted up? Hallelujah. I will sing my sorrow into the presence of the Lord. I say, you are worthy, Lord. You are worthy. You are worthy. You are worthy. You are worthy. You are worthy, Lord. You are worthy, Alpha and Omega. You are worthy, Lord. You are worthy, Lord. Yes, you are worthy, Lord. You are worthy, Lord. Oh Lord, you are worthy, Lord. Jehovah, you are worthy, Lord. I say you are worthy. You are worthy, Lord. Oh Lord, you are worthy, Lord. You are worthy. You are worthy. You are worthy. You are worthy. Jesus, you are worthy. You are worthy, Lord. You are worthy, Lord. Jesus, you are worthy, Lord. You are worthy. Guys. Only you I will pray. Only you I will pray. I have no other God. Only you I will pray. Alpha and Omega. Only you I will pray. I have no other God. Only you I will dance for. Jehovah Shammah. Only you I will dance for. I have no other God. Only you I will pray. Alpha and Omega. Only you I will pray. I have no other God. Only you I will pray. Jehovah Shammah. Only you I will pray. I have no other God. Only you I will pray. Only you I will pray. I have no guys. God is good. He has done me well. Oh my soul, when the rise up and praise. God is good. God is good. Oh my soul, rise up and praise God is good. He has done me well. Oh my soul, rise up and praise the Lord. Say, God is good. He has done me well. Oh my soul, rise up and praise the Lord. 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 Guys, awesome God. Awesome God. Let somebody shout hallelujah. Your hands. Awesome God. Mighty God. We give you praise. Awesome God. Oh, we give you praise. Almighty God. You are the lifted up. Awesome God. You are highly lifted up. Mighty God. Awesome God. Mighty God. Awesome God. Mighty God. Lord, we give you praise. Awesome God. We give you praise. Mighty God. You are the lifted up. Awesome God. You are the lifted up. Mighty God. You are highly. Awesome God. You are lifted up. Mighty God. You are excellent. 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 You are marvelous. You are marvelous. You are marvelous. You are marvelous. You are powerful. You are powerful. You are powerful. You are powerful. If you are clapping for Jesus, you have to be better than that. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. All the glory belongs to you. All the glory belongs to you. We appreciate it. Thank you. There is power in the blood of Jesus. Power in the blood of Jesus. There is power in the blood of Jesus. There is power in the blood of Jesus. I said there is power. Yes, there is power. There is power in the blood of Jesus. There is power. There is power. There is power in the blood of Jesus. I said there is power in the blood of Jesus. There is power in the blood of Jesus. I said there is power in the blood of Jesus. 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 The blood of Jesus, the blood that conquers it. The blood of Jesus. 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 The blood conquers it. The blood of Jesus. Conquers it. The blood of Jesus. The blood conquers it. Super blood of Jesus. Come and deliver me. Hallelujah. Precious blood of Calvary. Oh yeah, come and deliver me. Super blood of Jesus. Yes. Attack it. Come and deliver me. Hallelujah. Precious blood of Calvary. Come and deliver me. I said, come and deliver you. Jesus, come and deliver you. I said, come and deliver you. I said, come and deliver me. I said, come and deliver you. When you go send down fire. When you go send down fire. When you go send down fire. Send down fire. Holy Ghost. 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 Holy Ghost, Holy Ghost, Holy Ghost, Holy Ghost, Holy Ghost, break my yoke, Holy Ghost, break my yoke, Holy Ghost, break my yoke, break my Holy Ghost, break my yoke, Holy Ghost, 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 Holy Ghost. I say inside me, outside, I say around me, Holy Ghost fire, inside, outside, oh yeah, around me, oh yeah, Holy Ghost fire, around me, oh, Holy Ghost fire, I say inside you, oh, Holy Ghost fire, I say outside you, oh, Holy Ghost fire, I say inside you, oh, Holy Ghost fire, 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 fire, oh, fire, oh, fall upon you, fall upon me, fall upon us, Holy Ghost, Holy Ghost, your hands oh, your hands oh, your life oh, Holy Ghost, Holy Ghost, fire oh, fire oh, fire oh, Holy Ghost, Holy Ghost, Holy Ghost, raise up your sword, O Lord, Jehovah, raise up your sword, O Lord, for battle, raise up your sword, O Lord, raise up your sword, O Lord, for battle. I say raise up your sword, O Lord, Almighty Father, raise up your sword, O Lord, for battle, raise up your sword, O Lord, Jehovah, raise up your sword, O Lord, for battle. I say raise up your sword, O Lord, for battle, raise up your sword, O Lord, for battle. I say raise up your sword, O Lord, for battle. I say raise up your sword, O Lord, for battle. I say raise up your sword, O Lord, for battle. I say raise up your sword, O Lord, for battle. I say raise up your sword, O Lord, for battle. Arise, O God, arise. Arise, O God, arise. Arise, O God, arise. Arise, O God, arise. I'll fight my battle. Arise, O God, arise. I'll fight my battle. Arise, O God, arise. I say arise, O God, arise. Arise, O God, arise. Arise, O God, arise. Arise, O God, arise. I'll fight my battle. Arise, O God, I say I'll fight my battle. Arise, O God, strength must submit your power. Submit your power. Submit your power. Submit your power. Which must submit your power. 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 Right now. Submit your power. 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 Right now. Right now. Right now. Fire pursue them, fire pursue them, fire pursue them. Fire pursue them, fire pursue them, fire pursue them. Pursue them, Holy Ghost fire, pursue them, Holy Ghost fire, pursue them, fire consume them, fire consume them, fire consume them, consume them. Consume them, Holy Ghost fire. Consume them, Holy Ghost fire. Consume them, Holy Ghost fire. Consume them, 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 consume them. Amen. Holy Ghost fire will consume all our enemies and the powers troubling us in one by one in Jesus' name. In that same attitude, you take this prayer like this. Progress killers. Assigned to kill any progress I've made this month. Die by fire in the mighty name of Jesus. Every progress killer that has vowed to kill every progress that I'll make this month, you are a liar. Die in the mighty name of Jesus. Progress killers assigned to kill my progress this month. And this new month, die and perish in the mighty name of Jesus. Every progress killer assigned to kill every effort, every progress that I made this month. You are a liar. Die, 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 die. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Brethren, open your mouth and pray. This is prayer rain. Powers planning to rubbish my name. Powers planning to rubbish my life. In this country, enter into everlasting disgrace. In the mighty name of Jesus, every power that has vowed to rubbish my name in this country, to rubbish my life, the life of my children, the life of my husband, the life of members of this church, you are a liar. Enter into everlasting disgrace. In the mighty name of Jesus, enter into everlasting disgrace. In the mighty name of Jesus, enter into everlasting disgrace. Every power that has vowed to rubbish my life in this United Kingdom, every power that has vowed that will be put to shame in this United Kingdom, every power that has vowed that I'll end up with nothing in this United Kingdom, every power that has vowed that I'll come to this country in vain, you are a liar. Enter into everlasting disgrace by fire, by force, by power in the blood of Jesus, by authority in the word of God, in the mighty name of Jesus. Enter into everlasting disgrace in the mighty name of Jesus. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Psalm 140 verse 8 said, grant not, O Lord, the desire of the wicked. Further not his wicked devices, lest they exalt themselves. This morning we are going to pray that all the wicked devices of the enemy, whatsoever the enemy has planned, it will backfire unto them 100-fold in Jesus' name. Amen. Every enemy of my progress, every enemy of progress in my life, every enemy of my progress, wherever you are, die, 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 die in the mighty name of Jesus. Enemy of my progress, wherever you are, die, 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 invisible enemy, enemy of my progress, that enemy that is not happy because of what God is doing in my life, you are a liar. Die, 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 die in the mighty name of Jesus. Die. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Insanity that has no cure, arise, pursue all my stubborn pursuers in the mighty name of Jesus. Father Lord, that insanity that has no cure, pursue all my stubborn pursuers, that they will not even have time to remember me in the name of Jesus. When you give them useless assignment, when that insanity hit them like this, they'll be looking for a way out. They will not remember me in the name of Jesus. Insanity that has no cure, arise and pursue all my stubborn pursuers wherever they are, in the east, in the west, in the north, in my environment. Pursue them in the mighty name of Jesus. Pursue them, pursue them, pursue them. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Every satanic list, every evil list containing my name for destruction, catch fire in the mighty name of Jesus. Catch fire. Satanic list containing my name and name of any member of my family, catch fire, catch fire, catch fire, catch fire in the mighty name of Jesus. Catch fire, catch fire. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Every conspiracy of the wicked over my life and my family, scatter by fire in the name of Jesus. Conspiracy of the wicked over my life, scatter right now in the mighty name of Jesus. Scatter, 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 scatter in the name of Jesus. Scatter, scatter, scatter. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. We take the last one like this. Any problem that has vowed to die with me, you are a liar. Die, 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 die. In the name of Jesus, any problem from the pit of hell that has vowed to die with me, to die with me, die in the name of Jesus. Die in the name of Jesus. In Jesus' name we pray. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Brethren, you can pick up your Bible and let's read this verse of Mark 3:27. He said, no man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house and take everything that belongs to him. That shall not be our portion. Rise up like soldiers and let's take back everything that the strong man that entered into our home bind us and took it. Are we going to take it back? Praise the Lord. Your response doesn't sound like you are taking back or you want to take back. Praise the Lord. Do you want to take back everything that the strong man entered into your home and took it back and took it away. Are you ready? Are you ready? We will call upon the blood of Jesus first. By the blood of Jesus. By the blood of Jesus. By the blood of Jesus. I take back everything that the strong man has taken from me. In the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus. By the blood of Jesus. I take back. I take back. I take back. Demonstrating. Take it back. I take back everything that the strong man has taken away from my life. In the name of Jesus. I take back. I take back. I take back. I take back. In the name of Jesus. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Any strong man that entered into my home, troubling my destiny, rather than die. In the mighty name of Jesus. Any strong man that entered into my home, that is troubling my destiny. In the mighty name of Jesus. Rather than die. 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 In Jesus' name we pray. Any strong man blocking my next level. Any strong man blocking my next level. Collapse and die. In the name of Jesus. Collapse, 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 collapse. The strong man that is blocking my next level. By the power. In the name of Jesus. Collapse. Die. Collapse. Die. Collapse. Die. Collapse. Die. Collapse. Die. 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 Die by fire, by thunder. Die. 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 In Jesus' name they are dead. Any strong man holding on to my helpers. What are you waiting for? Any strong man holding on to my helpers. What are you waiting for? Collide with my rock of ages. Die! 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 By fire, by thunder. Die! 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 In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Strong man from my foundation. The strong man from my foundation. Demanding for my worship. Are you my God? Somersault and die. 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 In Jesus' name we pray. My last prayer is this. Strong man, submit your power. Strong man, submit your power. In Jesus' name, submit your power. Submit your power. Submit your power. In Jesus' name, submit your power.
Submit your power. Submit your power. Submit your strong man. Strong man. Submit your power. Submit your power. Submit your power. Holy go break my yoke. 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 Yes, break my yoke. Break my yoke. Holy go deliver me. 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 Holy go set me free. Holy go set me free. Holy Ghost set me free. Set me free. Set me. Holy Ghost. Holy Ghost. Holy Ghost. Holy Ghost. Holy Ghost. Holy Ghost set me. With this same aggression in your spirit, you will cry out to your Father with thunder and fire. Thank you, Jesus. Power! Say no to my moving forward in love. Power! Say no to my moving forward in love. Power! In the name of Jesus. Power! From my father's house. From my mother's house. Say no to my moving forward in love. I command you to die. In the name of Jesus. Da, 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 da. Pause. Say no to my move for the Lord. I command it to die. In the name of Jesus. They must die. Powers in my environment. Say no to my move for the Lord. Die. Command them to die. Enough is enough. They must die. They must die. In Jesus' mighty name, they die. Beloved, for those of us who are not here yesterday, the pastor gave us an instruction to pray a prayer point. I want to repeat that prayer. Every invisible hand, every invisible hand, troubling my life and my destiny, sword of fire, cut it off in the name of Jesus Christ. Every invisible hand, troubling my life, troubling my destiny, sword of fire, cut them off wherever they are operating from, in the heavens, in the bodies of water, from my father's house, from my mother's house, ancestral evil hand, troubling my life and my destiny. Let the sword of fire begin to cut them off. In the name of Jesus. Aha! Malika Palimo Sunda. Ancestral evil hand, troubling my life and my destiny. Generational evil hand, troubling my life and my destiny. Sword of fire, cut it off. In the name of Jesus. Sword of fire, cut them off. In the name of Jesus. Cut them off. Cut them off. In the name of Jesus. In Jesus' mighty name, they are cut off. Thank you, Jesus. You cry with aggression in your spirit. Any power that must die for my life and destiny to move forward, what are you waiting for? Die in the name of Jesus. Any power that must die for my life and my destiny to move forward, I command it to die. In the name of Jesus. They must die. They must die. In the name of Jesus. Powers from my father's house, from my village, that must die for my life to move forward in this land of United Kingdom. I command it to die. In the name of Jesus. Powers from my village, from my father's house, that must die. I command it to die. In the name of Jesus. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Oh Lord, thou art my God. I will exalt thee. I will praise your name, for thou hast done wonderful things. Thy counsel of old, and faithfulness and truth, O Lord, thou art my God. I will exalt thee, I will praise your name, for thou hast done wonderful things. Thy counsel of old, and faithfulness and truth. I will praise him from everlasting, everlasting to everlasting. I will praise him from everlasting, everlasting to everlasting. I will praise him from everlasting, everlasting to everlasting. I will praise him from everlasting, everlasting to everlasting. I will praise him from everlasting, everlasting to everlasting. I will praise him from everlasting, everlasting to everlasting. I will praise him from everlasting, everlasting to everlasting. I will praise him from everlasting, everlasting to everlasting. Lord, Hallelujah. Praise God. Amen. Praise God. Hallelujah. Praise God. Amen. Praise Him. Praise God. Hallelujah. Praise God. Amen. Praise God. Hallelujah. Praise God. Amen. Praise Him. Praise God. Hallelujah. Praise God. Amen. Praise God. Hallelujah. Praise God. Amen. Open your mouth, begin to thank the King of Kings for this privilege given unto you to be alive. Thank Him for this great privilege to be called a living soul. Thank Him for this great privilege to be in the sanctuary of the Most High God. Glorify Him, give Him thanks, give Him praise, give Him glory, give Him honor, give Him adoration. Thank Him for loving you. Thank Him for sparing your life. Thank Him for making His face to shine upon you. Thank Him for bringing you here because He's made up His mind to repair your life. Glorify Him, give Him praise, give Him honor, give Him adoration. Bless the name of the Lord. Thank Him because they are not mourning concerning you today. People are not gathering to say sorry to you. Appreciate Him. Bless Him. They thought you will never see today. But here you are. Glorify Him. Give Him thanks, give Him praise. Give Him honor. Thank Him on behalf of your family. Thank Him for disappointing the crafty so that their hand could not perform the enterprise. It could be worse than the way it is now. He is the one that has helped your life. Why don't you appreciate Him? Thank Him because there is solution in Him concerning your situation today. Many are the affliction of the righteous, but the Lord delivered of them all. Thank Him because today is your day of deliverance. Bless Him. Bless Him. In Jesus' mighty name we give thanks. And I pray that our sacrifice of thanksgiving be acceptable unto the Lord. Pray this few prayers before we sit down. My Father, move me from where the enemy has tied me down to where you want me to be in life. My Father, move me from where the enemy has tied me down to where you want me to be in life. Open your mouth and pray that prayer. My Father, tell Him to move you. You must not remain in that spot. Today is your day of lifting. Move me from that spot where they tie me down to where you have ordained for me in the journey of life. Move me, Lord, from where they tie my life down to where you have ordained for me to be. That brother, that praying for you, pray very well. You must not remain in that spot. Something new is about to happen to you today. Move me, Lord. Move me, Lord, from where the enemy tied me down to where you have ordained for me in the journey of life. I don't want to be singing old song. I don't want to be in that spot. I want to experience progress in my life. I want my life to move forward, Lord. Take me to that spot where you have ordained for me. Shout it with the loudness of your voice. In Jesus' name we pray. Say, I reject the spirit of the tail. I claim the spirit of the head. I reject the spirit of the tail. I claim the spirit of the head. In the name of Jesus, pray that prayer for yourself. You will not be beneath, but you shall be above only. Reject the spirit of the tail. I claim the spirit of the head. Reject the spirit of the tail. Tail region is not my dwelling place. Background life is not where I must dwell. I reject it today. I claim the spirit of the head. Pray that, brother. Pray very well. You will not be the tail. In your father's house, in your mother's house, in your environment, refuse to be the tail. Claim to be the head. Reject that spirit of the tail. Reject it for your children. Reject it. The tail region is not my dwelling place. When the Lord says shall be the head, I refuse to be slaves to my mates. Open your mouth and pray. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. I beg you, increase the tempo of your prayers. This morning's prayer meeting is not the normal one. It's an unusual one. And God will do the unusual in your life. Are you ready now? Say, every dark power hiding in the heavens against me. Every dark power hiding in the heavens against me. I pull you down. Pull it down. Pull them down. They will no longer operate against my life. Dark powers hiding in the heavens against my life. I pull it down. Pull them down. That's it. Pull it down. Pull it down. Pull it down. So that your life can move forward. Pull it down. Pull it down. Pull it down. So that your life can have meaning. Pull it down. Brother, pull it down. Pull it down. Pull it down. Pull it down. Dark powers hiding in the heavens against my life, against my destiny. I follow down. God bless you, that sister. God is helping you there. God is doing amazing things right there. Recapita never. Lama ye kapalemo sontolima. Recapia. Continue, 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 continue. Pull it down. Pull them down. Pull it down. Pull them down. Pull them down. In Jesus' name we pray. Now declare this loud and clear. Say, powers that has vowed to close the chapters of my life. I shared something at the Bible study last night. A woman gave birth 11 times. 11 times. But 3 or 4 weeks ago, the only one that was remaining among the 11, after impregnating the lady, and the lady put to bed, the man fell and died. And the chapter of that woman concerning childbearing closed. I stand as the servant of the living God. Any power that has picked a good portion of your life and has vowed to close it down, if your amen can be powerful, they shall die! They shall die! They shall die! I declare them upon your life. Any power that says you will labor, but there will be nothing to show at the fruit of your labor. Before we leave this ground today, Then without close your drop down. Continue. Don't play that sister. Continue now. This is it. Look at the father go for that one there. Continue. Read up, break us down. You never get to that. Holy Ghost. Move. Help that sister there. Move. Holy Ghost, move. The power of God is moving. Mightily. Continue. Don't be tired. Let the hand of God move upon your life. Continue. God bless you, my brother. God bless you, that sister. Don't tell her the enemy to shoot you. Lay down before where you are. Continue the page. Don't stop. Continue. In Jesus' mighty name, prayer. That's very good. Now declare this loud and clear. Say, stubborn as an enemy. Hear the word of the Lord. I paralyze you today. Open your mouth and paralyze them. I paralyze you. Stubborn as an enemy. Hear the word of the Lord. I paralyze you today. I paralyze you today. Paralyze them. Don't allow them to prevail over your life. Paralyze the activities. Paralyze the power. Paralyze them. In Jesus' mighty name, open. Powers chasing away my blessings. Powers chasing away my blessings. Die. Let them die. That blessing must forget it today. Let them die. Continue. Sister, God bless you. Continue there. Continue right there. That blessing must forget you. That blessing must come. Take it away. Shout it louder than that. Jesus, mighty name of prayer. I love the way you are praying this morning, but please increase the tempo a little bit. Increase the tempo. Are you ready now? Say, so tight covenant between me and the spirit of infirmity. Some people have covenant with infirmity. Yesterday, I was at Queen's Hospital and I saw people that have covenant with infirmity. They have a covenant unknown to them yesterday morning. Are you ready now? Please pray this prayer very well. So tight covenant between me and the spirit of infirmity by the power and the blood of Jesus. Break. Break it. Break it now. Break it. Every conscious covenant. Every unconscious covenant between my life and the spirit of infirmity and sickness. Break. Break it. Break it now. Break it. In Jesus' name we pray. This is wonderful. This one is in mystery, but please pray it very well. There is someone in our midst now.
There is someone connected to you by blood. If God opened out your eye and you see what that fellow is doing to you, you will faint. But pray this prayer. Don't worry yourself, but just pray this prayer. Say, powers related to me by blood. And is in charge of my problem. Are you ready to pray? I was born and wife fought one day. And they called me from their house. Pastor, these people will kill themselves. Blood was coming out from the nose of the woman and the mouth. The man was just punching her. Long story made short, when I invited them and they came, what is responsible? My dad was looking at me. I said, did you hear English, man? He was looking at me. Okay, Oga, what is responsible? Oga was thinking like a baby. He was thinking. Cancel them, pray with them, rebuke the spirit and the power. And they started crying, two of them. They held each other, kissed each other, and left joyfully. On the morning. By 5 or 5:30 in the evening, my phone rang. Somebody said, hello? I said, hello. He said, are you Pastor Gbenga? I said, yes, by the grace of God. The fellow said, it will not be better for the enemy. If my name was not fully mentioned, I would say wrong number. But my name was fully mentioned. And I heard what you said. He said, what we scatter, you are mending. He said, look, from today, we will fight you physically and spiritually. What we scattered, you are mending. So I quickly think, okay, if I be a man of God, and I mended what you scattered, before 12 a.m., if you are breathing, then I am not cut the phone off. So I checked the number, was not on my contact. And I check, what did I mend today? And I'll search, and I'll call this couple. How are you, madam? Please, let me check your contact. Do you have this number on your contact? She checked. She said, how do you know this fellow? I said, who is the person? Oh, my sister that I live with. Okay. How did you know her? Did she come to see you? I said, don't worry, I just want to ask whether you know the fellow. I will not tell you the remaining story. Shout this loud and clear. Say, power that is connected to me by blood and is responsible for my problem. Wherever you are, pray. Power connected to my blood and is responsible for my problem. Wherever you are, Continue. Shout it for the Lord of sacrifice. Open your mouth and pray. Powers connected to me by blood. Connected to me by blood. And is responsible for my pains in life. Responsible for my sorrow in life. Responsible for my tears in life. Let them die. 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 In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Today's the day of
visitation. Now, add this one loud and clear. Say, unfriendly helpers. I will no time today. I will explain that another time. Unfriendly helpers. I command you in the name of Jesus. Depart from me and die. Depart from me and die. Depart and die. Depart, die. Unfriendly helpers. I command in the name of Jesus. Depart and die. Depart and die. Depart from me and die. Depart from my life and die. Depart from my ways and die. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Now before you sit down, you will say this loud and clear to the level 7 person. Say, my sister. Hear the word of the Lord. Come out of the house of bondage. Open your mouth and say to 7 person. Come out of the house of bondage. Come out. Come out of the house of bondage. Come out. Come out completely, totally from the house of bondage. Amen. Our Lord and our God, we thank you again for a day like this. Thank you for helping our lives. Thank you for showing us the way out of the bondage of life. Accept our thanks and praises in the name of Jesus. We have gathered together again today in your presence because the Bible says, in your presence there is fullness of joy. Let sorrow become easy today in our lives. Before we leave this ground today, Lord, make us better, make us glorious, in the mighty name of Jesus. Thank you, everlasting Father. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. God bless you. Let's have a seat. The topic this morning is come out from the house of bondage. I don't know who that fellow is. Today is the last day that we ever remain in the house of bondage. Come out of the house of bondage. Deuteronomy chapter 8, and I'm going to read from verse 12. Deuteronomy chapter 8, I read from verse 12. Deuteronomy chapter 8, I read from verse 12 and through to verse 14. Lest when thou hast eaten and art full, and have built goodly houses, and dwell therein. When you are full, when it is well with you, and you now build a good house, and you dwell there. And when thy herds and thy flocks multiply, and thy silver and thy gold is multiplied, and all that thou hast is multiplied, then thy heart be lifted up, and thou forget the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt from the house of what? Bondage. What the Bible is making us to know here is that a house, a land, can bring bondage to a man's life. House, land, can become the source of bondage in a man's life. And that was why Exodus chapter 13 and verse 3, the Bible says,
And Moses said unto the people, remember this day, how ye came out of Egypt from the house of bondage. Leviticus chapter 13 and verse 35. Leviticus chapter 13 and verse 35. Everybody open your Bible there. You want to establish one or two things before we begin to move from there. Leviticus chapter 14. Quickly, I'm going to read verse 35. Leviticus 14, and I read verse 35. Are you there, people of God? Now, are you there? And he that owneth the house shall come out and tell the priest, saying, it seemeth to me there is as it were a plague in this house. Meaning also that, scripturally speaking, a house, a land can be plagued and become unclean. For the fact that the house is clean initially does not mean that it cannot turn to become a plague house and an unclean house. Reading all through the scriptures, certain houses are even referred to the house of money. There are houses that are referred to, spiritually speaking and physically speaking, as the house of money. That was why the book of Jeremiah chapter 16 rather, Jeremiah 16 and verse 5, the big part of that verse 5 say, for thou seest the Lord, enter not into the house of money. An instruction from the Lord. Enter not into the house of money. Many are struggling today. Many are hardworking today. Many are doing what is expected of them today. But one thing is holding them down. Someone was asking questions at the Bible study yesterday that, why will a righteous suffer? And I told them, a righteous might be a righteous person, living right, but will suffer because he lacks spiritual information. A righteous man can suffer because he lacks spiritual knowledge. A righteous man can suffer because he has not asked the Lord before taking a particular step in life. A man can be a righteous man, but blindly enter into the trap of darkness. So there is house that is called the house of money. When you enter into such house, the fellow will mourn. I stand as the servant of the living God, and I decree by the decree of heaven, if you're already in such house, heaven is bringing you out today in the mighty name of Jesus. I speak again to your life. If you are dwelling in such house, and your amen can be powerful, heaven is bringing you out today in the name of Jesus. Scripturally speaking and spiritually speaking, house can be blind at the door and close certain things from entering. People can pray in church, people can pray in places, but the moment they enter some particular house, all the prayer they've prayed is tampered with. Answers to the prayer might be in that as far as they are in that house. Listen to me. One of the errors of modern men today, they think that once they are in the Western world, things like this don't happen. I have slept in a good hotel before in Europe. And the Lord opened my eye to see what is obtainable at that hotel. Every food, breakfast, buffet that people eat there. I saw cats walking around them and defecating on them. When I saw that one, the second day, I abandoned all the money that was paid. And I moved out. I have slept in a place, in a very good house in Europe. Very beautiful place. Powerful place. And from the one that I slept there, it is battle. 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 Once I close my eyes, battle. I say, what I came here to do, if it is battle I'm now fighting at this time, when will I have time to do what I'm here for? So I relocated to another small place that was not too beautiful. And there, I was seeing powerful revelation of what God is about to do at that place. So a house can be a place that will stop blessing from flowing to the life of a man. A house can be a place that will become where angels will ascend and descend. Lay your right hand on your head and pray this prayer loud and clear. Say, my Father, by your power, deliver me from the house of bondage. In the name of Jesus, open your mouth and pray. Shout it louder than that. Open your mouth and pray. Tell him to deliver your life. If you're already in the house of bondage, my Father, take me out today. Make it louder than that. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Reading the Bible carefully in the book of Proverbs chapter 14. Proverbs chapter 14 and in verse 11 there. The Bible talks about the house. It said the house of the wicked shall be overthrown. So meaning that there is a house called the house of the wicked. There are lands called the land of the wicked. I know people that travel, bought land in an accursed place, and when they return back, every good door closed. I know people that moved to new houses, and within few months there, either the husband, the wife, the children died. Why? There are a house that Bible called the house of the wicked. And I thank God for the Lord. He said, God is angry with the wicked every day. Meaning that anyone that prove himself to be the wicked, God is ever angry with them. And whatever they have done against the innocent, God of heaven will destroy today in the mighty name of Jesus. Houses can become evil magnets. Once you move in there, evil begin to manifest in that person's life. I saw something in scripture and I wanted to see it now. In the book of Exodus. Go back to the book of Exodus chapter 13. Exodus chapter 13. Exodus chapter 13. Are you in Exodus chapter 13 now? Quickly, I'm going to read verse 14. Exodus 13 and verse 14. Are you there? Now, we've read it, Exodus 13 before, but look at verse 14 again. And it shall be when thy son asks thee in the time to come, saying, what is this? That thou shalt say unto him, by strength of hand the Lord brought us out from Egypt, from the house of bondage. Let's see what verse 3 says. Look at verse 3. He said, and Moses said unto the people, remember this day in which ye came out from Egypt, out of the land of bondage, for by strength of hand, the Lord brought you out from the place. There shall no living bread to be eaten. What the Bible is simply saying there, if you read your Bible very well, bread, scripturally speaking, is an informal form of money. So, meaning that how God brought you from a house whereby money will be scarce in your hand, whereby you will not see on living bread. Meaning that there are houses you enter into, money, ego, kudi, owo will be scarce. I have shared with you before here a bank manager that retired and they pay him big money. But he discovered the money was just reducing. So we have a men's prayer meeting. One of our members invited him to that men's prayer meeting. We pray some men-related prayer. And by the time the man got home, before then, if he enters his house with 10,000 naira, the following day, it will remain 5,000. When they told me, I said, maybe your wife or your children. No, the man said no. If as a matter of fact, I have my private room, they don't even come there. I said, okay, when you are living here now, go home with 2,000. He came back the second day, 2,000 remained 1,000. And I realized maybe demon. I said, okay, you know what we do to confirm? Don't go with any amount of money, but just 1,000, one note. The second day, the man came back. It was like a dream. They shared the money to two and brought half. When I saw that one, I said, this is strange. I've never seen this before. Okay, go and pray this prayer. So he came for the men's prayer meeting, and some prayers were prayed that are men prayers. There are prayers that are for me. Prayed such prayer, and he slept. According to his testimony, the second day came. He had a dream, and he saw something like a wild wind blew upon the house, and he woke up physically. And by the time he woke up, started perceiving some bad odor. So he lifted up his pillow. He saw a big rat dead with maggots, and he brought it to me like that. And that was the end of that problem. I stand and I decree upon your life, any spiritual power making money to be scarce in your hand, making you to labor, but make you not to know what you are using the money for. If your amen can be powerful, some power shall die. Some power shall die. Some power shall die. In the name of Jesus. A house can become evil magnet that begin to magnetize evil to people's lives. And unfortunately, people don't know certain things until God himself reveal it to them. No wonder God told the Israelites, he said, put the blood at the lintel of your house. And there's a reason for that. And that is what we are going to do after dealing with this topic for some time. I pray again for you. Even if you're already in the house of bondage, that bondage there shall die. In the mighty name of Jesus. Angels of death can be visiting a particular house consistently. In Lagos, Nigeria, there was a house. First tenant that lived there lost the wife. So the fellow packed out. After some time, somebody rented the house again. That fellow too lost the husband. They packed out. Third person entered. As I speak to you today, no one is living in that house. Many enter into bondage unknown to them. They enter into bondage as innocent people. I decree again by the decree of heaven, if your amen can be powerful, anything representing darkness in the house where you live, if your amen can be powerful, that darkness shall die. That bondage shall die. Amen. Whether we believe it or not, a house can be corrupted, a house can be polluted. And this is what hinders many, even though they are children of God, and they remain in one spot for years. We want to buy a land to build a church some years back, to build a church. We got a good land, and they called me, the committee called me, we have seen the place. It has CFO, it has all documents. Please, sir, come and see it so that we make arrangement for payment. So, okay, tomorrow morning I'll be there. By night when I pray, Lord, reveal to me if that is the place. And the Lord opened my eye. On that land, I saw all kinds of animals coming out of the land. They were just coming out, they will come out, enter back again, come out, enter back again. So I understood. The following morning, I got to land, very nice place. Very good place. All documents correct. As a community, I thank God for your lives. This is not the place. They say, which camp pastor is this one? We have been looking for land for a long time here. And when we now got one now, this man says it's not the good one. What is not good in this one? Look at document. What's not good? Can't you see flat land? Nice place. This is not the place. Thank God for obedience. If not, people can be there and life will nosedive. I decree again by the decree of heaven. If you have had contact with a cursed, polluted, and accursed land, and it has released evil to your life, if your amen can be powerful, before we leave this place, that power shall let you go. In the name of Jesus, I decree again by the decree of heaven, the hand of the Almighty God will bring you out of the house of bondage in the name of Jesus. Houses stealing good things from your life. If your amen can be powerful, God of heaven will come back to you. Every good thing they are stolen in the name of Jesus. That is why Christians advise, don't just park to a place for the beauty. Don't just move to a place. One of our members wanted to buy a house in a place they call Dolphin Estate. Very nice estate. Good estate. Very good place where it is good people, wealthy people that stay. He loved the house. By the time I got there to meet him, I love the house. I said, this house, I think you are very lucky, sir, to have gotten this type of house here. Large amount of money. I don't know what pushed me. That, sir, can we enter so that we can just look around the rooms? The man said, why not? And as God will have it, the owner of the house was living there. He wanted to sell it and move out. So I say, if the man will allow us, so we entered. As I stepped my leg inside the sitting room, I heard clearly the house of blood. Huh? This nice house with this powerful architectural design, blood came. House of blood. So, okay. I used tie and drag this my member. Let's go to the car. Okay, this house, even me, I love it. Very beautiful. Do you still want to live? The man said yes. If you move here, 6 months maximum, we are gone. By the time we started praying, we discovered that that house was built with blood money. So the owner that want to move out, every time is having serious spiritual battle there. So they advise him, it's better you sell it and move out. So anyone that put his head there, the thing will continue that person's life. I decree by the decree of heaven, any agenda to destroy your life and destiny, if your amen can be powerful, that agenda shall die. That agenda shall die. Do you know a house can carry special grace of blessing? A house can become a cursed house. Whoever dwell there will not experience angelic visitation. Do you know one person, might be in a house and doors of good things will close? Do you know one person might be in a particular house and doors of good things will open? In Genesis chapter 39 and verse 5, Genesis 39 and verse 5, Joseph alone in one house make everything they have in that house to prosper. One person too can be in a place and good thing would become very scarce. The ark of the Lord was in the house of a man in the Bible called Obed-Edom. That ark in the house of that man attracted great blessing to that house. Read your Bible very well. Because of Abimelech did what was wrong, everything in this house become barren at that time. One man in the house, closed door. One man in the house can open door. That is even why before you put someone in where is yours, pray. We used to pray one prayer in MFM. People don't understand what I call the prayer. Double left leg personality that has walked into my life, that has walked into my house, that has walked into my church. Fire, flood them out. Are you ready to pray that prayer? Are you sure you are ready? Shout it loud and clear. Say, double left leg personality. Double left leg personality. That at
my life. Sword of fire. Push them out. Open your mouth and pray. Make it louder than that. Make it loud. Make it loud. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. And we want to stop here because of prayers we have to pray. And by the grace of God, next week we are going to look at 15 kind of houses that you must not move into. Now, what must I do so that from now I begin to see good things happening where I am? The first thing you need to do, you must first be a good friend of the Lord. Be a good friend of the Lord. The next thing you need to do, people of God, be a man and a woman that carry fire. No power will joke where fire is burning. A fly, mosquito, whatever name of the insect, the name the insect is called, will not play where fire is burning. They either relocate or they die. Rise to your feet now. Rise to your feet now. Rise to your feet. Now begin to cover yourself with the blood of Jesus because they are angry now. With this information you have had now. Cover yourself with the blood of Jesus. Cover yourself with the blood of Jesus. Cover myself with the blood of Jesus. I cover myself with the blood of Jesus. I cover myself with the blood of Jesus. Cover yourself. Cover yourself. Cover yourself with the blood of Jesus. Cover yourself. Cover yourself. Cover yourself. Cover yourself. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. All eyes closed now. If you are here now, miss now, and you are not yet born again, the prayers we are going to start now, we do nothing in that life. But God brought you here because He wants to prepare your life. He wants to make sure what He has programmed into you manifest and come to pass. As all eyes is closed, if you want to surrender your life to Jesus, just raise up your right hand. God bless you. Make sure the hand is above your head. If you have done that, whether you are downstairs or upstairs, raise up your right hand if you want to surrender your life to Jesus. Say with me loud and clear like this. God bless you. Say, Lord Jesus, I come unto you this morning. I realize that I'm a sinner. And I know you died because of my sins. Father, forgive me of all my sins. Write my name in the book of life. The grace and the power to remain your son and your daughter. Let it be upon my life. Thank you, Lord, for accepting me to your kingdom. For in Jesus' mighty name we pray. Everlasting Father, I commit your sons and your daughters to you. As they surrender life to you now, let their sins no more be mentioned. Cancel their name from the book of death. Write their name in the book of life. The grace to continue in you. Let it be upon them. Thank you, everlasting Father. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Now we are going to start some prayers now. By the grace of God, next week, Tuesday, we will continue. But pray this one loud and clear. Close your eyes and shout it loud and clear. Satanic rope in the house that I am living. Tie me down to one spot. Pray, it can be there. One pastor, thank God he's a pastor in MFM now. By the time he came to MFM, he moved into a house with truckload of property. Truckload. By the time he was moving out, it was wheelbarrow that was used. All what he has reduced to wheelbarrow. I'm not telling you a story. Wheelbarrow container. Everything was sold one by one. By the time he was leaving, they used wheelbarrow and push it with hand out of the house. That was what brought him to MFM. Are you ready now? Satanic rope! Satanic rope! In the house that I am living. Tie me down to one spot. Catch fire! You are not praying. You better pray. You better pray. Satanic rope in the house that I'm living. That is time me down to one spot. Catch fire! Rust to achieve. Rust, 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 rust. Rust! In Jesus' name we pray. Say anything in the house that I am living, magnetizing evil to my life. Anything in the house that I am living, magnetizing evil to my life. Catch fire! Let the catch fire be roasted. Anything in the house that I'm living, magnetizing evil to my life. Catch fire be roasted. Catch fire be roasted. Catch fire and be roasted. In Jesus' name we pray. Pray. I'm begging you now. Pray. I thought Western world does not from battle until a white woman attended a prayer meeting. White woman. And he started shouting, I only came in here to watch, but my witchcraft bed has disappeared. Please, return my witchcraft bed. I not come here for anyone. I only came in to watch, but my witchcraft bed just disappeared. Now bring my witchcraft bed back. Let my witchcraft bed come back. And I knew it's not only you. Close your eyes. Are you ready to pray? Are you ready? Say any power. Sadly, I'm buying in the house that I am living. Fire of the Holy Ghost. Check them out. Check them out. Check them out. Check them out. You are not praying. I'm going to pray. Fire. Check them out. Fire of the Holy Ghost. Check them out. Check them out. Check them out. Check them out. Fire of the Holy Ghost. Check them out. 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 Fire. 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 Check them out. Check them out. Check them out. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. In the book of Ezekiel, the Bible talks about wall gate. Wall become a gate. Whereby they come in and they go out at will. Are you ready to pray? Say, wall gate in my house.
Wall gate in my house.
Closed by the blood of Jesus. In the name of Jesus. Let the wall gate in my house. Wall gate in my house. Closed by the blood of Jesus. Close, 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 close. Close. In Jesus' name we pray. See, good things that had been stolen from my life, from the house that I lived in the past, come back by fire. You better to pray that prayer, that sister. Oh, don't put it standing from your life. I said it's over the house you live in the past. Come back by fire. Come back, come back, come back. Come back! Come back! In Jesus' name we pray. I told you that bread is an informal term of money. Close your eyes. Say, power! Killing my bread. In the house that I am living. By fire, by thunder. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. One more before you go. Let's have a secret. Get your tithes and your offering and begin to pray on them. Say, Father, as I drop these tithes and this offering, let the power of God visit my life and visit the house that I live. Open your mouth and begin to pray on them. Pray on them. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Our Heavenly Father, we appreciate you for a wonderful day like this. Thank you for bringing us out of the house of bondage. Out of all you have done, we are bringing this token as tithes and as offering. Let it be acceptable unto you in the name of Jesus. I ask here, Lord, concerning those that are here that love to give but do not have. I stand and I decree, let the season of lack expire now in their lives. In the name of Jesus. Thank you, everlasting Father. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. As the ushers are going around, listen to this few announcements. Tomorrow, by the grace of God, our revival service is going to be a very unique one. We're going to have sections for women, youth, and teenagers, and they will be anointed. When you come tomorrow by 6:30, you will understand why we're going to do that tomorrow. And by the grace of God, on Friday, our video for Friday is also going to be a different one, a unique one. We're going to start with men alone by 9, purely men's prayer meeting, 9 to 11. Then 11, every other person can now join. We'll now do the proper video, which will last till about 2 a.m. or more, depending on how we are led. So, but men, whether your husband is a member of MFM or not, if you want peace, you want joy, you want the man to fulfill destiny, tell him not to miss this very important men's prayer meeting. We're starting by 9 p.m. and by 11, we close for men's prayer meeting. So both the men and others will now join together, will now do another prayer session. Anyone that is wise spiritually will not miss this period of prayer. And by the grace of God, on the 20th of this month, we are having a one-day retreat. It's a fasting retreat. If you are coming for that retreat, you have to come fasting. We're starting by 8 a.m. It will run through till 7 p.m. It's a retreat. It's like going to a mountain to pray. We'll be doing some teachings and we'll be doing some prayers along the line. There are teachings that will help you, that will open your eye, and you become who God wanted you to be. So by 8 a.m. on the 20th of this month, we're starting. And we are still going to bring that brother that talked seriously about children. I'm going to give him about 1 hour again to come and teach us more about children on that day. So make that date a date you will
We'll have arranged everything you want to do, and then you come. And by the grace of God, we have 3 days deliverance program here, starting on the 26th, 27th. We'll round it up on the 28th. On the 26th, which is Friday, we're starting by 7 p.m. to 10. That is the first section. And on the second section, we start by 11 p.m. till 1. So we start by 7, we stop by 10. You rest, 11 again, we continue on that Friday. Then on Saturday, by the grace of God, we are going to start by 9 a.m. It will run through till 5 p.m. It's going to be a kind of deliverance that you have never had before. Amen. So we are going to start 9 a.m. We'll round it up by 5 p.m. And by the grace of God, on the 28th of this month, we're having Holy Communion service. And whatever thing that is not planted by God in your life, they are getting ready to disappear forever. And they will never return back. Rise to your feet now. Rise to your feet. And pray this prayer loud and clear. Pray it. And when you get home, pray it again in that house. When you come on Tuesday, we continue from where we stop. Are you ready now? Say, instrument of darkness. Operating in my house. Rust by fire. Rust by fire. Rust by fire. Open your mouth and pray the prayer. Instruments of darkness. Operating in my house. Rust by fire. Rust by fire. In Jesus' name we pray. Point your hand to the direction of your house. Your hand to the direction of your house. Whether it is the west, south, east, just point your hand. Say, fire of the Holy Ghost. Go now to my house. And begin to destroy everything that is negative. In the name of Jesus. Open your mouth and pray. Let fire go. Let the fire of the Holy Ghost go there now. And let all that is negative there be destroyed. Open your mouth and pray very well, beloved. Go to my house. Whether the house in my village, whether my house here. Open your mouth and pray very well. Pray. Fire of the Holy Ghost. Anything hindering my prosperity. Anything stealing from my life. Fire, go destroy them. In Jesus' name we pray. Now cover yourself again with the blood of Jesus now. Cover yourself. No power will attack me because of the prayer I pray here today. No power. We have access to my life. I am a conqueror. I am victorious. I have won the battle. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Let us hear the grace and fellowship now. Surely. One powerful hallelujah, want to go.